Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a today's topic reading. It is going to be for the 21st of January. And as always, you guys can enter to win a free read with me just by writing the word compassion in the comment section. I do choose somebody, one of my subscribers, every week. And so feel free to do that. And I haven't chosen anybody yet for, let me think. For the week that we are currently in. I always put these out in advance, and I record them one day in advance of when they come out in advance. So I have to keep track of that a little bit for you so that I can make a statement that is clear. But in any case, you guys stick around. If you want to enter, you certainly can. And we are going to start this reading out with the first card that we just shuffled here is Come Together. That's quite lovely, isn't it? Now, this could be coming together with, well, the giraffes are kissing, though. I was going to say this could be about coming together with, any person that we love. And there's lots of different loves out there, right? There's a love of our friends, our family, but this does appear to be fairly romantic right about now. Two unique individuals finding each other. This could be a storyline of a new love. This could be a storyline of, when you go from seeing someone and you go, you're unique in the same way I am. The reason I keep talking about being unique is because giraffes all have their own patterns of their spots, just like we have our own fingerprints. And I think that that's really significant to me anyway. And you can see that they're building something, some little love that gets bigger, and then of course every great love story has a pelican sitting on top of it. I just think that's a cute addition there. But no, it becomes, on this heart there's a crown. This is the ideal, like really big love, but we build it slowly. That's why I feel like this is a new romance. This is something. Even the fact that it's a number 8, that's so perfect for, two people coming together, bringing equal energy into a situation. Ace of Cups. Oh, this is good. This is a transformational love. This is the kind of love that we don't have to be scared. We don't have to hold back. We can just let it fly. I mean, literally, this is like somebody who gives you butterflies in your tummy. This is the return of those emotions, maybe after a long time of not feeling it. I feel like we've got a story of two people that are about to get jiggy. Like, I think that this is one of those really fun readings. This is good vibes. This is beautiful energy so far. Are you kidding me? So we just got the 10 of Cups and we have the Ace. Okay, so this particular Ace, the Ace of Swords, it's always about truth, right? But this is so much more than that. He wears a jacket that's made of the universe and his head is that nautilus shell, and he holds this key that unlocks that. So this is a situation where two people who have met, I mean, this could be one of those kind of love at first sight storylines where it's like, if I think back, I knew the first time I met you that you had an effect on me. It's like these two may like admit that to each other. This could be something though that it feels very divinely guided. This is the key unlocks the wisdom, but this is because we're looking at the nautilus shell, we're looking at the divine plan in nature, right? We're looking at all of those mysterious things that somehow are around us all the time. The nautilus shell, the Fibonacci sequence, all these, like, there's order and structure that oftentimes can be equated to mathematical equations also, but we see that all over in nature. There's ratios, there's things that, I mean, even a logarithm, if you've taken any courses in either epidemiology or courses in mathematics, you will see logarithms used, right? You can use it for population growth. You can use it in all different places. All these things have like a natural, but still kind of very mysterious place in our lives and act upon our lives in reality. And this represents that. This is This is understanding that there's more to this world than what we can see, but there is this gorgeous and maybe sacred plan involved. And somehow this is a situation where we may be talking about a romance, but we're really talking about a divine plan. And it boils down to someone understanding that this is very divine. And here's the thing, divine, the word, when I use that, I'm saying something that is healthy, something that makes both people feel safer, makes both people feel valuable, makes both people want to be the best versions of themselves, because they're loving their partner, and in loving their partner, it also makes them love themselves more. So it's a continuous, like everything grows upward, everything is being nourished. The best parts of both individuals are actually shining brighter and brighter. And we see that everything in this reading is all about uplifting. Everything that I see in this entire, with these cards, with this imagery, is we have a kiss, and out of the kiss we have this romance, and then it just keeps elevating, it keeps lifting us. It's even like against the backdrop of dawn, we see the butterflies, the transformation, again flying upward and outward. All of these things represent, even this, we're looking up at a rainbow here. We have so much that is all about elevating. Same thing, we're unlocking the brain, the top of ourselves that connects us to the universe. But he wears a coat that represents that. So this is like the universe within, and this is somebody who is also now being aware of it. This is the key that unlocks it somehow. Okay, this is going to put on your seatbelts, kids. This is going to get weird, because hey, it's Kate's reading. It's always going to get weird, right? Okay, this is not just divine. This is that something is interacting with both of these individuals. When they come together, what they build, what I want to say erupts from the union of these two, is something that could be much more profound. Maybe this is something that has an effect in the, I don't want to say the universe. I mean, that sounds like like they are the chosen, It's not like that. And I don't believe in chosen this or that. I think every person on earth has equal value and has equal opportunity to like elevate themselves and elevate with a partner, or find the greatest love of a lifetime. I don't believe. We got this Knight of Pentacles in the upright. This is something where the more these two interact, the more they learn, the more they appreciate. Even you see how this horse is literally made out of the same foliage and greenery that he would be eating. It's understanding that we are such a part of the earth that we walk on. It's understanding that the earth that we walk on is also part of the solar system. It's understanding. And all of this is like they gradually start to, I want to say, expand each other's minds a little bit, and expand and experience more awe for what life is. Now, these two could also potentially work in some field, or maybe I want to say like co-author some kind of very interesting something where we are blending the science with the science fiction, something where we're blending the like astronomy with like biology. Like perhaps these two individuals each have knowledge in those areas, and when they come together, they share this kind of influence that they have on each other. This is slow forward growth, but a deep, deep understanding about the world that we walk through, the world that they are a part of. Now, if together they wind up working together, co-authoring something, discovering something, I mean, these two could have like both scientific minds, and then minds that, are intrigued by not just the esoteric, but again, like more of the physics, the mysteries of the galaxy. If the two of them together jive in such a unique way, they could wind up creating something that is very, very valuable. I mean, they could be the next, Marie Curie, or, something like that, where it's like we've got these great brains coming together and stimulating one another to like, if they hadn't encountered each other and had this much of a connection and this much of a romance, they on their own, they're still brilliant, but they might not have played off of each other in quite the same way. And so this is a very sweet journey that they're on, but they together are they're elevating their knowledge, they're sharing and expanding, and they may be about to achieve something else altogether differently. Empress in the reverse, I'm going to remind everybody, these are only stories, okay? So I don't want anybody to think that this is like their life story, because it isn't, because of what I'm about to say. Empress in the reverse, they may not have a child. And I say that because we see a baby here, but in the reverse, this is perhaps, no, that's not where they're going to be putting their energy. Together, these two are going to create, but it may not be like a standard. I don't know. I feel like we're talking about a very unique relationship and what they give rise to, these two, when they interact. And that's all we've seen so far, is them interacting. As they interact, what they affect could be something that is like stuff we'll read about in history books, but they may or may not be focused more on the 3D world of like, let's buy a big house in a subdivision and have, 2.5 kids, or whatever the number is. It's supposed to be that the thing everyone's looking for. They may take a different path. Different doesn't mean that, they didn't get to achieve everything. It just means just that. It's just different. But it's the only time I'll point that out, that she has a baby that for some reason that may not be a path that these two take. They may both decide, no, I didn't want to do that, or we don't have, the time or the space to do that. We're doing all this other stuff together. This may not even be a topic for these two characters, because they're so consumed first with the love that they share with each other. And then they're so consumed with whatever it is that with the pelican that they need to work on developing. And this could be, maybe they're marine biologists together, who knows? Maybe this is something very special though. So what they grow, what they expand upon, what they create could be very different, even though this looks like a very passionate, very loving, but also highly intellectual. And somehow it's not just cerebral intellectual though. It's more like this unique understanding of their places in the universe. I feel like this is such a happy couple. This is an amazing adventure that these two are on, and they get every single day. It's like a new exploration. It's a new, but it's like they enjoy each other so much. We have a Knight of Swords. They could publish a paper. These two could wind up, I don't know why, but we keep getting all this publishing. We keep getting newsprint, as I said before, like maybe they co-author something, but maybe it's a study. Maybe it's, they have similar interests. This is like flying around. Maybe they do seminars together. Maybe they wind up becoming speakers. Maybe whatever it is that they have discovered through partially the way they have encouraged each other to really like explore big topics. I just feel like these two are companions. They're lovers. They're, like brainiacs that like to hang out together. This could be like a really incredible relationship. And on top of it, these two, they go places together. This is swift action taking. This is like, they make plans and they make stuff happen. This could be stuff that they may have quite a following, or a couple where they're seen. They whatever they write, people read, that people follow them. They have a blog. Whatever this may be. This could be about a lot of communication, and this is like they swiftly kind of rise into the maybe notoriety or the public eye somehow. Hanged Man is here. Chariot is in the reverse. Interestingly enough, in the story for these two, there may still be something else that they're Okay, so we're seeing a storyline of the beginning part where two people meet, they fall in love, they create an incredible like movement, or their whatever it is that they're doing is remarkable. And then they kind of step back. I think neither one of them necessarily wants to be in like famous. I think this is a storyline where two people would rather like make sure that they don't lose sight of their dreams, because the plan has been all along for them to kind of, I think that these two just like to unravel the mysteries of the universe. These two are intrigued with learning as they go. But you notice how she has a dress that's made out of the clouds, right? And we're unzipping this gigantic forest canopy, and then there's that same blue sky. Well, this to me represents dreams. This is where they from time to time maybe take stock and go, okay, we could become really successful and really famous and run a business and do all this stuff, but it's only going to be right for us if we remember, why are we doing this in the first place? Because the dream is to basically keep unzipping, unraveling the mysteries, making sure that we stay on track for what we really wanted. And so there may be a moment where, I don't know, I could see these two like taking a big old sabbatical, like, going off into the Andes mountains for, 8 months or something together, and saying, yeah, we want to just have some time to go dark for a while and just do our own stuff. We don't really want to be in the public eye quite as much right now. It's like these two find a way back to each other to always preserve their universe that they want to have with one another. This is not a standard story. This is a very unique couple, a very unique storyline. Definitely not going to be a story for everyone. This may be way too out there for the majority of you watching, but hey, I don't get to pick the cards or whatever imagery flashes into my head, so I just go ahead and read it. It's interesting though, because this chariot has two meanings to it for me. She's riding a snail. So I feel like this was the conversation that they can have, saying, wow, life is really speeding up. Maybe we're feeling like we're almost getting pulled apart. And our goal has been and always will be that we build together, not build apart. So instead of us saying, well, let's just kind of slow our progress down, this is like them saying, no, let's actually come to full stop and let's reinvest just in us. I feel like this couple keeps, like, every time that, I think this is a couple destined to be extremely successful together, and more successful even together than in their individual selves. Not that they aren't whole and complete as individuals. Of course, everyone is. But when they come together and put their great brains together, or their resources, or even their passion together, passion for each other, and the respect and love that they have, they tend to like achieve even more, and that could gain them a lot of notoriety. But when the notoriety or the work and all those things start to like kind of become things that almost get between the two of them, I think both of them are like, no, we're going to shut this down real fast, because that's why we are successful. It's because of us. So let's always make it about us first. And I feel like this is a couple who does that. This is a beautiful reading. Our majors here are Libra, Taurus, we've got Cancerian, and we've got Pisces here. But as far as this storyline goes, I'm going to keep this one short and simple. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know if there's anything in this that resonates with anybody out there, but this, like I said, this is one that is a story where we see it starting really small. So this would be a new situation. This is like something to manifest, something to call in for oneself. That this story is more like, if you like the sound of this, then, tell the universe, I want that person who's super unique, who's my total match and equal. And I can picture that we have like similar goals, and that we bounce ideas off of each other, and we have the same desire to adventure together, hand in hand, side by side. Because that's what this story is really about. It's about a couple who they found their match in one another. where, again, because it's a divine match, they actually become more together. It's not about competition. It's that each one feels so supported and loved by the other that they themselves are stepping into a more confident, they know each one feels more beautiful, more sexy, more attractive, more confident, because they can see the way their partner looks at them. And that's like, not only do they make me feel amazing, but I want to be the best partner possible for this amazing person that I'm with. I think this is a very like beautiful love story. I hope that it's everybody's love story, because to be so fabulous. So it is precious, and maybe that is rare, but it's something that I think is achievable for everyone if that's what we want. So anyway, you guys take good care. Mwah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing if this resonated with you, if you liked this. Bye.